Hello guys, and welcome to another highlights video. And today we're at Baku for PSGL F2 round 14 of the season, the second to last round of this season of PSGL. And we're coming into this on the back of a really nice result from Kota, where we picked up P4 from P10 on the grid, which was a really good performance for us in F2. But we come to Baku, being one of those tracks this game where I actually like the race pace. I've seemed to have really performed around Baku. Many race wins to my name so far, including that good result in the PSGL event. But coming to F2, we're going to go into qualifying. Of course, we get set a 38.8 on the mediums to start off, and we go into our final run on the soft tyre. We're currently sitting in P16. I prefer to really be on the normal strategy, the soft to medium, so I'm to try and do the best as I can on the soft tyres as we go into turn 3 on our qualifying lap. 2 temps up at the moment. And it's a fairly good set to 1, a little bit wide there, may lost a little bit of time there, but we go through set to 1 as a 0.4, which is not the greatest. We get a really nice run though through the next couple of corners there, but we come up to turn 7, where we get the inside curb a little bit wrong. We probably lost the 10th going through there, but we go through turn 8, the castle, fairly alright. Go a little bit wide at turn 10, 11, but it wasn't too bad. I think we probably lost 1 or 2 tenths from 7 to the exit of 12, but come up to turn 14, we avoid the jump curb because just way too inconsistent. Be taking that, especially on our only time lap on the soft as we go through the final corner, and in the end we're going to be in for a low 38, which isn't too bad. We don't know where it's going to be relative to anyone else because Cohen has got a 38.7 who's in P14, you can see in the top left, but we don't know where we're going to be with a low 38, but we crossed the line. It was P6 for then, but at the end of qualifying it was going to be P9, which is where we also started for the PSGL event, so good things to come out of this if we get the race right. And it's a very easy track to overtake as well, especially into the turn 1 and 3 zones. But everyone readying up, and we're waiting for the lights to come up. As they do, we have 3, 4 and 5, and we wait to get away, and we get a fairly decent start compared to everyone else. Daniel gets a good start, but he has to sit behind through turn 1 as he just came up behind Louis. As we go through turn 2, Louis sends up the inside, makes a little bit of contact with Dino, but it didn't seem to affect him too much as we use a bit of energy. See if we could possibly get past into turn 3. I think it was too much of a gamble with the cars ahead, and coming to the braking zone, Louis broke very early there, very hesitant at the cars ahead, and Daniel gets alongside us. He's on the inside as we go back around the outside of turn 4, which would be a crucial move for the result of this race. As we move on to the end of lap 2, we're going to get a run on Louis. He's dropped back out of DRS of the cars ahead. I knew he was too slow to really keep up on the race pace, so I got through into turn 1 and managed to get back into the DRS detection zone for the next straight. But we go into the end of lap 4. Dino and my teammate Valentin both pit. The next lap on lap 5, Hadler and Kazizel come in to change tyres, and we go to lap 6 where I expected Risa and Gil to pit, but I was half correct. Risa does pit, and at that point I thought Gil was coming to the pits. He was very far to the inside, but he doesn't. He stays out, and that puts us a little bit off there into turn 1, but we want to try and get through him as he seems to not have the pace anymore. His tyres have gone, which is not ideal for him and not ideal for me if I stay behind him. So we're going to go for the move now, try and not use as much energy as possible. As we go into turn 3, we have done the move and we're up to 2nd place at the moment, but it's time for our pit stop as we come into the pits and throw on a fresh set of mediums. And our advantage doing the overcut over the guys who are doing the undercut is we're going to have much fresher tyres, and we should have a little bit more pace than the rest as we come out behind Reset, who is derating quite a bit, because even coming out the corner he was still derating, so he must have been on absolutely nothing. As we come up into the back of him, we ain't going to use anything here. We got the DRS advantage. He is defenseless with his no energy, and we get through. We're 1.7 seconds behind at that point, but as the lead pack has caught up to the alternate strategy runners, they've been held up a little bit as Yannick has a moment through the left-hander and he goes into the wall. He picks up a bit of damage, I think, as we go into lap 10, and they're getting through Recon here because this one Recon make massive amounts of contact going through turn 1, and we go through turn 2. We'll try and get through Recon on the inside here. We get the exit, use as much energy as possible, try and slot in ahead of Recon, and we just managed to do so. And on the brakes we misjudged a little bit, but we still made the corner, which was enough. But we go to lap 12, and next up is Hadler on our list, and he is derating as well, so we're going to take advantage of that, get the move done as quick as you can, and slot in ahead to take P5 at that moment. And we go 3 laps later. Now we're right behind Suku, Kazizel and Dino, 3 leaders of this race, and we're going to go on the outside of Kazizel. This is going to be an easy move for us, but Dino, we're approaching him very, very fast. He very, very early on the brakes as well. We had to really be careful there, but we got the exit on the outside. Kazizel leaves us enough racing room. Very respectful there from him as we go into lap 16. And we're going to try and get through Dino now. We're absolutely on a mission where we could win this race, and we've just been overtaking absolutely everyone so far, and we've been managing the energy perfectly. As we can't slot in behind Suku, we had to keep the inside line, but Dino didn't go around the outside for turn 1, but we did make a little mistake on the curb where Dino had a little tap up the rear of us, but it didn't do too much. As we go on to lap 18, where we're going to take the lead of the race from Suku, who takes to the outside line. We're going to take to the inside, and we're going to slot in ahead with a fairly easy move. He wasn't defending, I wasn't pushing or using much of my energy, but we're going to go into lap 20 here. I've got 45% now in the tank, but we're not going to defend from Suku. We're going to think smart about the end of the race here, as he is coming up with the DRS. He's not pushing either. He's also thinking the same about the end of the race. He just had to do it on the DRS as he goes through into the lead of the race. But we're going to try something different to what everyone else would go for around Baku, and we're going to make the overtake straight away on the lap 25 to start the final lap of the race. And what we're going to try and do is use our energy to defend on the final straight or the final lap as well. So we get through, and he keeps very close with us. He keeps under 3 tenths all the way through sector 1. We lose a little bit of energy just to keep him behind us down this straight. As we go into turn 3, use a little bit of the inside curb. He is under 2 tenths there, but going through this next bit, got that pretty decent, gained 10th on him. Going through the next couple of corners, turn 5 and 6, we turn it into a 4.5 tenth advantage. But we go through turn 7 and 8 here, and it starts to crash down a little bit as he gains way over a tenth through there, and we make a little bit of a mistake in Castle, a bit hesitant in the turning there. We might have hit the inside wall if we didn't back out of the turning, but that's brought him right back into play here. But we're going to use a bit of our energy now. We're going to get a 4.5 tenth gap again, and we go through turn 14. We get that bang on, and we pull another 10th, and we go through the final corner here, and the gap, there you see it, 6/10 coming out of the final proper corner as we go through the fast section. I'll just let you guys listen. Come on, please! Speed, speed, speed and power, come on. Take me to the line. Yes! Let's go! Come on! Yes, 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 yes! Yes! It was a risky last lap tactic, but in the end, we managed to pull the impossible off. And we've won in PSGL F2, 6 races in from being promoted from F3. We managed to do that in what I would call a perfect race. We made all the overtakes at the right times. We managed to pull off the right pit strategy calls, the right tactic at the end of the race in the end. And yeah, couldn't have gone any better this race. And yeah, of course, really happy with that result. But thank you guys for watching. And until the next video, goodbye.